Nice. The Tristan
Hello,
show.
hello.
Hello,
2 minutes
hello.
early. 2 minutes
Howdy,
early.
howdy.
Look at us.
I was told 2 minutes is a long time.
We always deliver on all of our timelines that we ever say. So
Every single
Ish.
one.
Ish. We
Hey,
were
Blake, we
in
said we'd do
fact
it.
early.
Just
Look,
for the pigs.
projections are projections, okay? You know what? We projected we'd be here early. We're here early.
Mhm. And projections always happen. Like it
Yes.
always goes according to your projection. If I know one thing, it is that is always the case 100% of the time.
Maybe even a little higher.
Yeah, rumors are that it's a
85% of
little
the
higher.
time, it works 100% of the time.
But before we get into the top 40, I have another trivia question, which you guys do not know the question, so you can play along. Can you name the 14 universities that have participated in the college football playoff?
Ohio State.
LSU.
Alabama.
That's
Clemson.
3.
It's actually
4.
just LSU. Sorry,
Florida
matters.
State's got to be in there at least once, right?
Yes.
Washington, Notre Dame.
No way. No way, Washington.
Washington was in there 1 year.
Washington is in fact one of them, and so is Notre Dame.
Oh.
Wow.
Oregon.
You just straight kicked me because of my Washington answer.
Oregon is not.
It wasn't me.
Oregon is not one of them.
Nice, and it deleted my custom background, so I guess I'm gonna be just
that
with
is
the
in fact
program.
One of them as well. Travis, Michigan State.
Look, I was getting them before I got
Michigan?
booted.
It's got to be Michigan.
I'm sorry. Oregon was one of them. All 14 of
Oregon
them have are in the program.
Nice.
There's
USC.
They have not.
And they never will.
TCU.
We have that was
TCU.
one of the missing ones. I believe we have 3 more that are missing, if I can count on the fly.
Tennessee?
No.
No, you're right. No, they didn't.
Their hopes were dashed with Hendon Hooker's knee.
I assume somebody said Clemson.
Definitely not Wisconsin.
Wisconsin was not. I think Clemson was said, yep.
My cat's trying to get in on the action.
Cincy was not mentioned yet, so
nice.
There we go.
Somebody said Oklahoma.
Nice. Oklahoma, I think, is one of the remaining ones.
Okay.
Is A&M the last one?
I know that A&M is not
14.
Are you at 14?
Unless
Stanford,
the most obvious one, the reigning 2-time national champion. I don't think they were mentioned.
Texas Tech.
Yes.
Texas Tech is in fact the 2-time national champion. Somehow making it to the national championship with only 5 wins in 2 years. But anyway, to the part that you are much more excited about, the top 36
the top cat.
plus.
So happy
Carl,
to be here.
Can you throw it on the big screen?
I'm too busy. Cat's got my tongue.
All right, are we good? I can't see it. I can't see the screen now.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
So in the plus category, we have
Tristan. Real quick, just so everybody knows, because I'm not sure if everybody is sure. I guess it's an announcement, huh? Because it's actually an increase from last year.
It is.
The reason it is top 40 is because these 40 teams will be all of the teams that are bowl eligible. So this list that you see today,
if you were the bottom 20, just think about your team and how you can do better next year.
Yeah. But if you are on this list that Tristan's about to show, you have officially made a bowl game. You just don't know what bowl game yet.
That is correct. And Texas Tech applied for emergency eligibility and was swiftly denied. However, in our top 40, in the plus category, which is 37 to 40, we have the Ohio State University, Clemson, Kennesaw State, which that is definitely a real football helmet that they have.
Because they have a football team.
They're really a state.
It really is a cool helmet, though.
It is a pretty cool helmet. Miami, the dark helmet. USC, Ole Miss,
Which is actually Florida State. Florida State is 35th. USC is 26th.
Yes, they are. USC
Nice.
is. I have never made mistakes.
Never.
That was a test.
Your coloring
Definitely.
is all inside the lines.
It is. I kept it inside the lines. I just didn't have the right helmet. So, whoops.
It was just a different
Florida
line.
State is 35. Ole Miss is 34. One of the coolest helmets, if you want to tell us who that is, they're at 33, Nathan.
I think that's the LSU Tigers, Bayou Bengals.
They're
Best team in the history of the world.
We were really hoping for a little more from you there.
Go Tigers.
There we go. 32 is Fear the Fork. 31 is Fear the Other Fork, I assume.
Other fork. Fear the underwater fork. That's a trident,
yeah.
sir, actually.
True, but so is the other one, I think, technically.
No, that's under Earth.
Fair enough.
There's different rules in the ocean, actually.
Would be below water, not underwater. Complicated. Anyway, number 30, we have UTSA. 29 is Stanforth. 28 is the Hypnotoad and TCU. 27, we have my favorite school, the Huskies, because of my little husky pup. He's a big fan of Washington. 26 is the real USC.
Well, not the real one. That's South Carolina, but
Right, but the real one of this slide, because I definitely didn't mess that up. 25, we have Cincinnati. 24 is Memphis. 23 is Tennessee. 21 is UCF. Just skipping over 22 intentionally. Number 20 is Penn State. Number 19 is Georgia Tech. Buzz.
Buzz.
Number 18 is Michigan State. Carl, I don't know if we have a saying
Cream.
for you. Go Cream. That's right. That's definitely it. Number 17 is Georgia. 16 is Auburn. 15 is Vanderbilt. 14 is the USF Bulls. 13 is Texas A&M. 12 is one of my other favorite helmets. The other California school, UCSB,
The sombreros.
the Gauchos. Fighting sombreros. Number 11 is
outside of the top 40. That's also a possibility.
Yes. Number 11 is Jared, our reigning champion, falling out of the top 10. What happened, Jared?
He didn't set his clock back.
Classic. Gonna have to take that little championship trophy out of the helmet. Oop, wrong way. Number 10 is Indiana. Number 9 is the Golden Gophers.
Row the boat, Skyuma. Go Gophers.
There we
East
are.
Illinois.
Number 8 is Hoot Hoot. Number 7 is
I can't see you,
NC
Nathan.
State.
I know they can't, but it was for y'all.
Home of the longest neck player in the world, Mike Glennon, everybody's favorite giraffe. Number 6 is the Fighting W's.
Okay, on to the top 5.
Mm-hmm. This might look somewhat familiar. Number 5 is Pittsburgh. Number 4 is Washington State. Number 3 is Virginia Tech. And the moment you're all waiting for, number 2 is Maryland, which means for the second
turtle.
consecutive week, number 1 is the University of Houston Cougar Life.
He looks a little rabid.
Go Cougs.
He does.
Foam around the mouth.
Family weekend is when the Cougars get the most rabid, I believe, for certain reasons. Yeah, that is the top 40, and I think you mentioned this, but those teams will be in a bowl game, but the specific bowl games are yet to be announced and determined.
Plan is for first bowl projections to come out sometime this week before this weekend. So we'll keep y'all updated if that ends up being the case.
Indeed.
All right, now it's time to kick off recruiting. We're starting with C3.
Jared, I didn't see Jared's question. The reason you are not top 10 is because you are not one of the top 10 teams.
Correct.
That's well said.
The committee has spoken. Hey, I'm sorry to break it to you like this, but now you know.
It doesn't even have to do with numbers. It's just your personality.
It's the like just too much humility that has been displayed from UCLA that the committee just wasn't sure.
The committee decided that you weren't working out hard enough during your bye week, especially with Rice just going absolutely ham on their bye week. They were just like, man, UCLA just thinks they get the week off or something. So went ahead and took your knocks there.
And yes, everybody wake up now.
Wow.
Yes, everybody wake up. We're headed to C3.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
that's
that means it's my turn to present. Yeah, that's my time to share the thing.
It is week 1 for us as well, and technically our 3rd week of doing this. But
it's not. Yep, it's definitely the first week 1.
Let's see. How's that look? Does that look correct? Give me my screen. Okay, where are we starting again?
C3.
You said C3. Nice.
Conference 3. All right, we're starting
Conference
off
of Champions.
at the bottom of this, as you can see. It's beautiful.
With no recruits. There we go.
Starting at the bottom, we have Andrew
never mind.
Marshott committing to LSU, but it's not Andrew. It's a surprise player. Jason Patterson is solo committing to Georgia Tech, and Corey Smith solo committing to Virginia Tech, bringing them up to 6 recruits, I believe, this season.
Gobble gobble.
Wow. Now we are on to Jamarian Burnett between VT and MI.
And Sunglasses Hut. Oh, Virginia Tech. Jeez.
Virginia Tech again.
Continues.
That brings them to what? 7 recruits?
46.
Oh, yep.
Ish.
They've actually got all the recruits.
Next up, Kedron Young.
Virginia Tech is in on someone.
We got a TT, a WI, and an OR in on this one too.
Please?
Please? Oh, there we go. The please is return. Nope.
Son of a.
Your please is no match for Virginia Tech's just
Alabama
audacity.
is not in Conference 3, so you are on probation from Conference 3.
From Conference 3.
All right, next up, TJ Moore, wide receiver. Also, I think his name is Terrence. Between GT and UCF.
Man, the Techs have it.
Congratulations, Georgia Tech.
On a week that I am not the favorite.
Some Techs.
It's good to see this much chalk.
Techs not
Next up,
in
we have,
Texas.
Geikel Baker.
Geikel.
A wide receiver, weighing in at 118
huh?
pounds. And this is the exact same matchup as the last one, but a little bit closer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, finally an upset.
And Central Florida pulls it off. All right, next up, we have Jeremiah McClellan, a wide receiver headed to Ohio State. Between GT, SMU, and Oregon.
Wow.
Just
buzz.
Just crushing it. There's as we were able to see in the graphics, they are definitely 100% accurate.
I thought you said Alabama.
I thought I did. I may not have, but I will confirm the actual data matches the coloring and post it in the Discord afterwards.
And all conferences are not created equal.
Also true.
All right. Next up,
C3
Kevin
for
Riley.
life.
Deciding between Vandy or the Gambling Gauchos.
Go Sombreros. No. Or no, what do you say? We said that one's Go Gouch.
Roll Gouch.
Row Gouch. That's it. I messed it up. That's why you didn't win. Sorry there.
That's it.
That seems
Have to remember
realistic.
it for next time.
All right, Commodores win. Next up, Jaden Davis, a quarterback, deciding between Wisconsin, Michigan, Go Gouch, or TT.
Roll Gouch. Roll
Pew
Gouch.
pew.
Yeah, you're right. I
Oh.
already forgot it.
Yep.
And
We probably
favorite
threw it
wins?
off for Tristan too.
It's not a good start to recruiting for Texas Tech.
For any commissioners. We'll see. I'm sure C2 is going to be
We've
full
seen
heartbreak
better.
for us.
All right, now we
our
have
pitches,
Cam Williams.
Yeah, just not going
Your
well.
pitches.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying, listen, come here for our coloring program, and apparently there's not a big correlation between football
Coloring
players and
and football.
coloring.
If
Oh, the
only there
Knights pull
was.
off another upset.
All
yeah.
right.
Taylor Tatum.
We are on
You know what,
Taylor
Tristan?
Tatum.
Maybe this is the one finally, right?
This might be it.
It could be.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da-da. And oh my gosh.
Virginia Tech.
That's weird. That's
Go
so
Hokies.
cool.
It's the wrong tech.
At least you have somebody with you, Tristan.
Yeah, I'm glad to not be alone, Sal. Thank you.
All right. We have Jalen Mbakwe, defensive player for some school, committing to SMU. And now we have Micah Hudson.
All right,
Deciding
Tristan,
between
you're in
college
on player
schools.
again.
Three techs involved here. There is a LSU,
Ooh.
so
LSU
this is
Tech
the only
is the
one.
third one.
This is the only one that
LSU
you
Tech.
could possibly say it.
I know, but I just don't know that it'll be strong enough for
Thank
you know
Jared.
what? Jared,
At
I
least
don't
you know we're not
appreciate
rigging this.
that. I just don't think there's going to be anything to get past the sheer power of Virginia Tech here. So I'm going to save it. But we'll see what happens.
For next week.
Oh, Georgia Tech.
Oh.
Okay.
Georgia
Literally
Tech.
every tech that could
The
win
techs.
but Texas.
I'm officially
Correct.
Rice has actually transferred. I am now Louisiana Tech. So we'll just go ahead and make that change real quick.
Well, congratulations. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's have another tech here because we have our first auto commit.
Oh, to Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith is auto committing to, you guessed it, Virginia Tech. And you're probably saying Virginia Tech isn't in those top 5. That is correct. But he was on the leaderboard for Jeremiah Smith going into this week. So he could submit an auto commit. He just didn't put points on because he knew he was auto committing him. But all 5 of these schools can submit a steal on Jeremiah Smith because someone may or may not be out of hype.
The interesting thing is that he chose to use 100 hype to auto commit a player when all he needs to do is simply have his name on the board to get a player to commit.
That's a good point. He now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
12-ish.
He has 10 players committed to Virginia Tech right now. 10 players in 2 weeks. He has
That
5
is
spots
a lot.
left.
That is
Just a reminder
roughly
for everybody
10
watching.
more than the
if you
commissioners
revoke a
have
scholarship-
total.
That's also true. If you revoke a scholarship, you lose 10 hype for revoking a scholarship.
He should
bylaws.
definitely revoke Taylor Tatum and Jeremiah Smith, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Got to
Oh,
make room for.
But Tristan, just so you know, there's more for Conference 3. Nathan, can we pull up the thieves and victims chart?
Oh, apparently Jeremiah
Uh-huh.
Smith is already on the block. Breaking news into the University of Texas Tech.
Is that a
all
new
right.
screen?
We're going to Conference 3 for our first thief victim of the night. The thief is none other than Texas Tech.
If we can't get them legitimately, we will steal them.
we will just steal.
And the
That's
first
our
guy up
motto.
is currently committed somewhere where I don't remember. UCF.
Oh no!
And his name is Zion Kearney.
Okay,
I'll get Matt off the board so we can see this. Oh, Michigan's here.
There we go.
All right.
Are we ready? Now remember, I need you to record the result.
If it goes, it's recording. If it goes red, the thief won. If it goes blue, the victim didn't get victimized.
I believe it's going to go blue.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
There
Texas
we
Tech
go.
gets their first
Pew,
commit.
pew, pew. The Red Raiders raid their first.
We held them
commit.
up with our guns. Pew, pew, pew.
All right. We do have a second thief in the conference
Okay.
of three.
Right, record this down in the sheet if you can, real quick before I reset it. Or I guess if you're able.
Don't
I don't
worry,
think
I
Chris
will
is gonna
remember
forget
the
that he
only
finally got a
commit that I
commit.
got.
Okay, well, Tristan, remember that for later.
I will write it down.
Are we?
I'm currently
Okay.
scrolling up to figure out which team has the other one. Okay, so the thief again is Texas Tech.
What?
And the victim is Virginia Tech, who has 10 recruits right now.
Let's
And
say.
the player, you got a lot to scroll through here.
Yeah.
His name is James Peoples.
All right, Tristan, you think you're
Letterbuck.
going 2 for 2?
I think I am not.
Womp.
Well, he keeps 10 commits.
The coin flip,
Yeah.
works out
As
statistically,
soon
I
as
guess.
you got 5 more players,
But if you
I
guys
knew
didn't
that
see
no
this
one would
before,
do
I
so.
want you to see it again. All right. Next up is Conference 2.
I mean, I can't be mad since I ended up with the recruit, but I can be also mad that I have been in on like 8 players so far in 2 weeks and have 0 that
Right.
went. I just need to find a player that Virginia and Texas Tech are not, and Georgia Tech are not trying to go after because I can't beat them.
That would be a good strategy. I know
All
that
right.
the camera can't see me,
Texas
but I am
Tech
donning
has
some
been updated.
extra hoot energy
Oh,
in the
yeah.
house.
Hoot,
Donning
hoot.
some extra gear. See if that's the difference
Well,
maker this week.
We'll start your extra gear with 4 rolls for Tennessee.
I
Yeah.
respect
Huzzah!
Immediately.
Huzzah!
I respect
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Yeah, Tennessee just decided that they knew who they wanted, and they got him.
They solo committed Alex Taylor, Jack Larson, Channing Goodwin, and Marquise Barrett.
And they already had a couple, didn't they? So that's like at least 6 now, I want to say,
I
for
believe
Tennessee.
it's roughly 6-ish. I don't know what they're saying is. Do they just say like Rocky Top? It's
I
not
think
really
they-
saying, but
They actually don't talk. They just sing the entire song every time they need to say anything. So
that's
Yeah,
fair.
and
I
I
can see that.
I haven't gotten it done yet.
Mhm.
Jared has a prediction for these 4 players.
Mm.
Jared,
it's
I'll rate.
possible.
I bet you at least one of them doesn't make his opening roster next year. First up is Kedron Young for an actual role between Miami, UCLA, Cal, and UTSA. All over the board here. He's
Wow.
going to Miami.
I'm in
Next up,
Miami.
Courtney
Kedron.
Crutchfield, solo committing to the University of Southern California. He does not play defense. In this league, you don't need a defense, so USC would really prosper here. Next up, Jelani Watkins.
This is awkward.
This is extremely awkward.
No. What's awkward about this?
A lot. If it says Rice, I know you did something.
No, I would.
Get away from that special one, Nathan.
Whoa. Whoa. Hell yeah.
My goodness.
Hoot hoot. Oh, yeah, I wanted that one. Sweet.
Feels really good to be the only commissioner without a player on his roster.
Finally. And Jelani is, if I'm not wrong, LSU commit. So
We don't
go
care.
Tigers.
We don't care.
Go Tigers.
Elijah Brown's next. Deciding between Washington and Cal. That was a weird little flash on Cal, but it's Washington.
There you
Jared, it's okay. I know you're not actually sorry, but I appreciate it anyways.
go.
Next up, Luke Reynolds, a tight end, deciding between North Carolina and Michigan State.
All right,
Chalk.
let's see if you finally
Chalk.
I bet I know where
finally
he's
get
going
your
to
guy.
go.
And hey,
Oh, we're on the board, folks.
all the commissioners are officially on the board. Excellent.
Okay.
It was
Next
the
week,
hat.
I can't wait till we get everybody now that we have that magic wand. All right, next up,
Mhm.
Caleb Odom, deciding between Cal, Rice, and Georgia.
All right, the hat's got the energy. I'm feeling it tonight. Let's do it.
Hoot hoot.
Oh,
Let's
I
do
just
it.
Put on the hat.
Hoot hoot. Absolutely.
Take that
supposed
hat
to put on
off.
the hat.
Let those
Carl,
levels fly.
Here, let everybody
Well, it
see the
didn't work
magic.
for me.
The hat didn't work.
You don't have to say please when you just wear so much team propaganda or team
Apparel.
merchandise apparel. don't
Mike, just come back in about 30 minutes. We'll be on C4. Next
Yeah.
up is Jaden Davis, deciding between Tennessee, Washington, and Cal. Tennessee currently has at least 5 commits on their roster. I think they might have 6.
Oh, Jaden Davis committed in C3, but I don't think he went to Texas Tech. Weird.
And Tennessee.
Weird. Wow,
Rocky
Tennessee
Top.
killing it.
All right. Next up, Ryan Wingo. This is too big of a lead, so
This
we'll let the
is
other 50% have it.
pain. Just pain everywhere.
Hat energy
So
time.
much pain.
Big hat energy. Let's do this.
Ugh. Go Crane.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ah, man, there it goes.
There we
It's
go.
got to be my phrase now. Also, one of my best helmets.
Well,
also,
maybe you-
kind of
yeah.
relates to Mel Tucker. Next
Well-
up, Mike Matthews.
We don't have to do that
Just
one.
gonna go through that as fast as possible.
Just,
Oh wait, are you gonna? There you go. We have a auto commit. Da, 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 da.
no. Are you sure? I don't think that was Mike
Auto-commit.
Matthews. I think that was somebody else.
Mike Matthews
Is it-
is auto
is it to
committing to
Rice?
the University of Michigan State, Tennessee.
I was like,
weird.
wait a second. If you lied to me this whole time.
It was me.
Yeah. Congratulations, Matt. That's so awesome for you that you did that right after I spent so
right.
much hype on bringing him in for visits and taking the lead. I hate it.
Tennessee
I hate it
now
so much.
has 6 commits tonight alone.
turns
Ah.
out Tennessee's
All right. Next up.
recruiting pitch is just to say, are you going to Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And boom, they go there.
And now they have 10 recruits.
Mhm.
Because they've never heard those pickup lines before. They think they're
Because
different. All right, Julian
they're not in their
Sayin
30s.
decided between UCLA, Cal, and Washington.
I agree, Dwight.
All right.
Ookla.
Congratulations. He went to Jared.
He went to Jerry.
He went to Jared. The Galleria of recruits.
All right, and to finish this one off, we have Jeremiah Smith, and there is no auto commit here. Let's roll.
Boom.
Wow.
Congratulations, Jared.
He also went to Jared.
He also went to Jared. Hey, top 11 team. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yep.
matter to the
Yeah.
players.
They want to get you back in the top 10.
Oh, wait. There's actually a couple steal attempts in Conference 2 as well. Let's go to
What?
the Thieves and Victims portal.
No.
Thieves and Victims.
I forgot I put a button on the separate screen, so I went all the way back, but that's okay.
Yeah, one's me, one's Miami. You can choose which one you want to do first.
Michigan
oh,
State
I know what you're talking about.
thievery.
Yeah, we'll start there. Oh, not that. There we go.
And I am UCLA is the victim. And the player is now Jeremiah Smith. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Taylor Tatum.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, red or blue?
I mean, oh, hold up one
happened?
second. We got a comment that we're being told to wait. So
If I knew how to read,
It's right here.
no, I think he actually asked a question. but I don't have
It's
the
considered a milk dud, Mike. That is your answer.
Hmm.
When you
He's
say
just
in
said
your
no.
recruit form, what do you mean?
Probably in the. Do you have any other
Hype.
comments
Yeah, probably hype
in
form.
the
So a
hype
a
purchase?
hype store form. Let's move over to conference 4.
I was about to say we can definitely check that.
Let's
You're
check
killing.
out Texas Christian.
All right,
If
he
you were
said-
the center of a human centipede, which of the other
Hmm.
commissioners would you
Oh
want in
my
front
god!
of you, and which would you want behind you?
Asking the real hard hitting questions.
Here I am actually thinking that I'm like, oh no, is there something important about these steals that we need to address? And instead, it's that.
Mike, it's a question. I don't know if it's a good
It's,
question.
I mean, it's a question.
I will give
How about
you
this?
100% that it's a question.
We'll answer that in essay format at a later time.
Mhm.
For now, we're gonna roll whether Carl pulls off the steal, and there it is.
Hey,
Taylor, welcome home.
Wow,
All right, we
commissioners
have
in the
another,
thieving tonight.
another thievery. You can leave UCLA over there. Oh, Miami is the team, and they are looking to steal Taylor Tatum. Just kidding. They're stealing
No.
Jarrett Gibson. If just so everybody knows, if two teams attempted to steal the same player, it would be a 3-way. So a human
that's
centipede,
fun.
and we would have one in front and one behind, and then we would roll.
Oh, you mean in odds?
Yes.
That's not as fun.
Theoretically,
Some of us are married.
hey,
All right.
statistics are very fun. So I don't know what you're talking about, Tristan.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh wow!
And Miami.
This is
Well, in
this
good
is where
news,
you-
Jared,
You
did
got some
have two other
recruits to
players who
replace
went
them.
to Jared.
Yeah,
Miami
This
gets
happened
revenge
to
for you
Virginia Tech.
stealing Jeremiah Smith, but you do get Sayin.
yeah.
Why
If you know what
couldn't
I'm
this
looking
happen
at.
to Virginia Tech? That's all I have to ask. 10 recruits is excessive.
Where are we at next? C1.
C1.
All I know is C4 is last because of Baylor.
Because of Baylor.
Okay, you don't need to actually tell them that I set the help, the boosted to all 4 conferences except for 4. All right, next
Who's
up,
announcing
conference
our
1.
443-pound wide receiver?
Oh yeah,
I was
Frankie
I
Arthur.
was just updating a couple things. Frankie Arthur back.
The 263-pound running back deciding between Pittsburgh, Texas, and the 51st state of Kennesaw.
Oh, chalk out the gate.
Horns down. That's what they say there.
Yeah. They just say moo,
yeah.
actually.
Fair.
Next up, another Texas commit, Jarrah Hawkins. Now on to Ethan Grunkmeyer, a quarterback deciding between Penn State and Stanford. We really need to get that updated. It's not a D, it's an F.
Getting grunky. Hey.
Boom.
Congratulations, Penn State.
Shots fired.
Hey, Jared, at least I won my people admirably. So
I didn't.
I won one of them admirably, too. Next up, Cutter Boley, deciding between A&M and Cox.
It's a top 5 first name for a football player. Cutter.
Gig'em.
Gross.
We'll send Elijah Brown to Gig'em as well as a solo commit. And now we're on to Walker White, son of Walter, deciding between A&M, Go Cox, and
Wow. 3 in a
And
row.
A&M.
the Cox win
Gig
it.
'em again. Next up, Davion Mitchell, a tight end, deciding between Gig'em, Boomer, Long Neck, and Hoo.
How long or how many long? How many did Temu have before tonight? Because if they go on a run here, they're going to be pushing.
A few.
They
think they had
have
yeah.
3
few.
now.
Oh, it is just 3? Okay, I thought they
Okay.
had a
I don't
couple.
know. I have no
Oh.
idea what they had before.
But it doesn't matter because they got
No.
upset. The streak dies on a 51%.
Davion Mitchell going to NC State. Next up, Jarrett Gibson, who recently took a flight to California and said, nope, I prefer Miami, is now deciding if he would prefer Florida or the West Coast here. Florida it is.
He's a Florida man.
Florida.
Next up, Perry Thompson. Perry, not Harry, deciding between Penn State, Texas A&M, SoFlo, and the
State of Ohio.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Gig 'em.
The Aggies having a night. Maybe all these recruits will bring in enough money
Jared
to buy
hates
out
us.
Jimbo.
It's interesting to see that recruits can pick a school in Texas.
Theoretically.
Very odd.
Next up, DJ Lagway, a current UCLA commit for now.
We're trying the please approach.
Nope, there.
And 5
there it
schools
is.
in on this guy: Texas, Stanford, Pittsburgh, Kennesaw State.
I'm going
and
upset
Go
city.
Cox.
Oh, the please isn't strong enough.
He didn't say who he wanted to go to, though.
That's true.
Also true. Yeah.
All right, next up, Mike Matthews, who is not solo committing in this conference. He's deciding between Penn State,
What?
Stanford, SoFlo, and NC State.
Are we sure it's not an auto commit? Just
I'm pretty sure,
so someone else feels my pain.
There may or may not be another auto commit coming. NC State.
Wow. The full upset from the bottom rope.
Well done,
The
sir.
please came in a little bit late.
Next up, Cam Bowman, deciding between Penn State, Ohio State, South Carolina, NC State, and Kennesaw State.
Wow, is this the first one we've seen of a below 10%? I can't think of too many we've seen so far.
However, he would not be in this if it wasn't a neck-and-neck battle.
Correct. Well, yeah.
Actually,
if it
no.
was neck and neck,
No, this is what it. Yeah,
reverse. Yeah,
there are
I was about
more
to say,
than
I don't
these
think
5
that's
teams
neck and
in,
neck.
which is why he's within it, because he's within the 8%.
Right.
Hashtag thresholds.
Hashtag thresholds. Hashtag maths. Hashtag doesn't
Hashtag
matter
Penn
anyway.
State. Congratulations, you can't win the big one, but you can win the recruits. Next up, Julian Sayin, in a surprise, is only between 2 teams.
Wow. How'd that happen?
Yes, you can, Jared. You can steal somebody back.
Only theoretically.
Only
Yeah, theoretically, not actually.
statistically and practically. Please for saying.
Ecumenically.
All right, let's see if the power of the please still exists. Oh, it does not.
Oh.
It looks like the please has sailed. How unfortunate for an 80% leader. Only in Hallmark movie.
That's tough,
It's
PJ.
It's not actually accurate. It is not in a Hallmark movie. It is in every single Hallmark movie.
That was a brutal.
I wish we were PJ, but we can use this message on here. We'll keep the other one out.
Yeah, we can't assert at all.
Yeah, I don't know what a sir does. Are there
It was
any
the other word?
were there any steals in C1?
Conference 1, any thieving? There is none.
None. There we go.
I think C5 is the other one, which is
C5
also next.
is
C5
next.
Dun, dun,
Yes,
dun.
Conference 5 is next. And now you know there's a steal, which you already knew. And the
Facts
reason
only.
that we lock players once those graphics are out is because there is going to be somebody who doesn't pay attention to the rules, trades for a player who is a steal attempt, and then loses them and then flips out. So we're just
Correct.
avoiding any headaches there
If we could
from
have
someone
less
not paying
quarterbacks.
attention, even though all of you do. You all do.
All
All
of
right,
you
first
here
up
pay
we have
attention.
a running back named Kawan Lacey, coming in at 528 pounds. That's actually how much he weighs in real life. Deciding between
Going to
for the Boat Sky Umago Gophers and Northwestern.
Oh, I think it's because we
Congratulations,
put
Kane.
the end back. It killed the magic.
Yeah, we'll never see it again. Next up, we have a commit to Arkansas. Congratulations.
our
Okay.
Kansas.
Are Kansas? How Kansas? Why Kansas?
Next up, a solo commit, Mazeo Bennett, headed to the Clemson, LSU, or Memphis Tigers. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I was.
We'll get our coloring department in on
I
it.
would say us colorblind folks just see Tiger.
That is a
It
great
is-
question.
It's
Lions
slightly
and Tigers
comical
and Bears, oh my. That is the
that
Memphis one.
our
Oh, it's
commissioning-
definitely a
It looks
Memphis
like-
one. I was just
it looks like
trying to
Tigger.
figure out. I was just trying to figure out how many other Tigers it could have been.
Here's an interesting thing we
The
could do is
Detroit
we could make
Tigers?
him. We could make Memphis's Tiger be the white one on their alternates. That'd be kind of sick. All right, next up, Peyton Lewis. We'll see if the boosters have enough to support that. Next up, Peyton Lewis deciding between Memphis and Syracuse.
Wow.
And he's going orange.
Another big upset.
That's weird.
All
I
right,
didn't get any of
Cutter
those.
Bowley. Let's run it
What's an
again
upset?
between Memphis and Syracuse.
Let's see if
Sensing a pattern.
Memphis gets their revenge. They do.
Memphis
There
it
we
is, or LSU or Clemson. Next up, Draylon Miller, a player who was supposed to commit to a different Conference 2 team. Decided between Uxta, Florida Atlantic, Arkansas, Wake Forest, and Houston. Let's see if Houston, even though they're lower, can use that number 1 seed to pull this player.
Oh no,
Goodbye.
Wu Pig's been strong. Oh, they do.
Oh,
Go Cougs.
whoa, no Woo Pig. Yeah, go Cougs.
More like Boo Pig, am I right?
Uh-huh.
You always pick one team in each conference to hate. Next up, we have Jaden Riddell, deciding between Wake Forest, Indiana, UCSD, and Cincy. Blake would like you to know that was a good one.
Thank
You
you.
nailed it.
I for that
get
kind
wrecked.
of comment, I will find a different conference or different team in your conference to dislike.
All right, Indiana, congratulations. That may be your first commit.
I was about to say, I feel like I haven't seen that mascot yet. So,
The Bison, the Indiana Bison.
granted,
That
we
is
also
interesting.
just now
I
have
never
the
knew
mascots
that
this week.
until
It is
literally
a-
now.
It is a fun fact that at some period
A
previously
Hoosier
they
is a
had a
bison?
bison mascot. No, it's not. It's not a bison, but they had a bison as their mascot.
Got it.
It should have just been a hoop. Next up, Mylan Graham.
A basketball.
Then between UCSD, Indiana, Bison, Wake Forest, Cincinnati, and the Owls.
Wow, big owl energy in the house tonight.
Yeah. Except for in
Corey,
C2.
just so you know that the please is no longer working. We have fixed
Yeah.
that bug in our system.
The approach now
next
is
up-
to be not Texas Tech.
That does seem to be successful.
Yep.
He's got a different way of spelling hoot hoot.
So far,
Next up, we have Bryant Wesco.
go ahead.
Okay. I was going to let you tell your fact.
Oh, I was going to just say, so
Oh,
far,
there's the
every
chalk.
recruit that has committed except one because
Oh.
they were stolen has picked not Texas Tech. So statistically speaking, it's the better option.
Statistically, yes.
Statistically speaking,
Are there any other teams out there that have 0 recruits right now?
Yes, there definitely are.
No, I don't think so.
I would like
Eagles with
for it
us.
to be Baylor because they lose their recruits.
I'll just go clear all their recruits real quick.
Yep.
Cameron Coleman,
Just
12
double
pound wide receiver.
checking. Double checking.
Oh.
All right, we're ready. Cam Coleman.
Dun, dun,
Roll.
dun.
Oh, Wake Forest back to back. Top receivers.
Top of the morning to you. That's what they say at Wake Forest.
That is exactly what they say. Top. The Demon
There we go,
Deacon's
Darren.
well
You're on the
known
board.
for courtesy early in the morning.
Twice. 2 recruits. Wide receivers
Yeah.
travel together. Next up,
Couldn't be
Micah
me.
Hudson. Arguably the wide receiver one in the class.
Let's
in
see
my
if
opinion.
this could be a triple threat here. Hat trick for top of the mornings. And it isn't. Hoot hoot.
Don't worry, I got it. Oh, UCSD. One more chance. Da-da-da. Breaking news from Sports Center.
Oh, no.
Jeremiah Smith is auto-committing.
What?
What? That's probably why it's frozen now after I press the button. Oh, no.
It is
This
frozen.
doesn't know what to do.
Dang it.
Jeremiah, you broke the system.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
There's an
Good
error.
job, Jeremiah
Network error.
Smith. You broke my internet connection.
He's actually debating whether or not he actually wants to go to this team.
This is exciting.
In a
We're
shocking
going
turn
to
of-
be right back in Conference 5.
in a shocking
see.
turn of events, Jeremiah
All
Smith
right.
has decided that he's going anywhere but Baylor.
Okay. Let's
There
go
we go.
And
try
he is
now.
going to the Cougars.
The Cougs.
Jeremiah
Cougar
Smith
Cougar
is
live.
committing
There you go.
to the Cougars.
That's 2 Jeremiah Smiths that have auto committed.
There is, and there's 4 that are committing tonight. Could we have another auto?
We could, but we'll
Da-da-da.
never find out because we're not going to show Conference 4.
Yep, and that concludes our show. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, we actually have some thieving, Nathan.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
remix.
We have some thieving.
Typical.
I don't have a
90s
sound
record
effect for
scratch.
thieving yet.
Uh,
But the thief is Wake Forest.
Oh, no. Not the.
And the
Oh,
and the
no.
victim is a team that I
More
can't think
like-
of right now, and I'm scrolling through graphics to see the steal attempt and who it was.
More like
I know the
bottom of
player.
morning to you.
UCSD is the victim, and the player
Wow.
is none
You
other.
sure about that?
Yeah,
You sure it's
UCSD
UCSD?
definitely has. I'm positive they have commits.
Excellent.
They got a bunch last week. His name is Perry Thompson. The benefit of this is you could put you could put any team as the victim, and we would just do the 50-50 roll. Syracuse has 0 commits.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Okay. So it's C5 specifically that's broken.
Conference 5 has no
Well,
commits.
Congratulations, Conference 5. You have been removed from all commits.
But you know what we can do is we can go to like a different conference and do this roll.
We can. It is just a 50-50 statistically.
All right,
so,
Brian
you know what?
Jackson.
Actually,
Just
what we're
make
going to
sure-
do is we're going to go just pretend like we're going to put things back in their rightful place.
Mm.
And we're going to do Mike Matthews.
Okay, perfect. So this, for those watching at home who aren't us, the thief is Wake Forest, not Rice. So top of the morning. The victim, I already forgot, but he is the
UCS.
Underwater
UCSD.
Sea Fork, and the
The
player
other
is Perry
fork.
Thompson.
Unless I win, then this is what it actually is. Oh, fine.
And he is staying at UCSD. And also he is
Mike-
staying at Tennessee.
Mike, I take that as a compliment. I know it's not, but I'm going to take it that way.
He's not wrong. They don't want to leave. Perry Thompson staying home.
Do we have
So,
any other
for
No, I'm
C5?
good.
That is it. That is our last steal attempt of the evening.
Until
Conference
next week,
4.
when everyone in Conference 3 steals from Virginia Tech.
It looks
Not-
like Baylor didn't get their points in on time, so we're going to have to remove all of their points.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
Yeah,
That's not a
that's the
smile
worst.
you're hearing in my voice. It is
All right,
genuine
starting
sadness.
starting off Conference 4. Congratulations, Purdue. Choo choo. You're going to lose this weekend, I really hope. In real life, Jordan Lyle committed to Purdue. And it looks
Wow.
like Perry Thompson is on the block, but only for Wake Forest.
That is a small block.
Jason Brown decided between Wazoo and Purdue.
Almost
Pretty
a toss-up.
even
is-
split.
So close to 50. I really want one time for it to come out to exactly 50-50. That would be interesting.
We really need to get Conference 4 to be that Barbie color. But all the paint ran out when they made the film.
Probably.
Congratulations, Wazoo.
We'll see. Someday we'll have the official hex
Cougar
code
Live.
colors, so us colorblinds can actually put things in and have the colors be correct. Because I'm
That's
still
true.
not entirely convinced this is gray, but that's okay.
It's
Christian
one of the 50
Becker
shades of gray.
Yeah.
is solo committing to a Tiger. This
Clemson.
one
It's the
seems to be
Clemson.
Clemson.
It is.
Next up, we
He's-
have Jordan Marshall, deciding between Maryland, Purdue, Sioux, and Bama, who is not a top 40 team, even though they're in the playoffs.
Correct. They are in fact in the top 40. The graphics will be updated when they are posted.
Nice.
I checked.
Congratulations, Purdue. The Mono
Yay,
Bird gets a
Purdue.
second wing. All right, next up, Draylon Miller, deciding between Notre Dame, TCU, Florida State, and
That's
Sikkim.
it.
And
Oh,
that's
he
it.
said very pleased.
Oh,
Congratulations to TCU. Oh,
What
we
did
found
it
out
say
Purdue's
there? Ribbit, ribbit?
phrase. Yeah, it's actually just Hypnotoad. That's what
Okay,
they say.
That's what they say. That's fair.
And then
All
you
right.
start raving.
Toad Life?
Yeah, to Rocky Top. Next up is Xavier Jordan, deciding between the Burn, the BAM, Clemson, and the Anteaters. Xavier Jordan heading to
Wow.
Auburn. Hashtag statistics.
The War
The
other
Tiger
Tiger.
Eagles.
Oh, there's actually a fourth Tiger. I apologize, Auburn. I forgot you were also a Tiger.
Dang. It's because they're
All
also
right.
the Eagles and make no
With the
sense.
War Tiger Eagles.
With the War Tiger
I love
Eagles.
that. All right, Jarrett Gibson. Will he choose to be on the East Coast as well? Signing between Baylor, Clemson,
Well, it's either
and
East or
UCI.
West Coast. That's neither.
He
of them.
chooses the Middle Coast.
the middle
Like the Gulf.
coast.
The Gulf Coast.
He'll
Actually,
leave it
Waco
there
is
once
not
he gets
quite.
there. I'm not worried about it.
The illustrious
Next
beaches in
up.
Waco, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, CJ Carr, a quarterback out of Michigan, headed to Notre Dame in real life, deciding between Auburn and Maryland. It's a little surprising Notre Dame is not in on this one, as he has limited legacy boost. Go Terps, fear the turtle.
Nope. Turtle.
Turtle, indeed.
Next up, DJ Legway. Seen a lot of quarterbacks, as the stats have told us. He's decided between fearing the turtle, fearing the Warhawk, fearing the
Cougars.
two-conference team, Florida State and Ole Miss. Pac-12 boost next year going to be wild. He is fearing the turtle. Back-to-back
Yeah.
quarterbacks for the
That is
Terps.
true. God, I didn't even think about that until now.
Pac-2.
There will be. So
Yeah, the Pac-2.
all Pac-
Washington
Pac-2
State
committed
and Oregon
teams
State commits. Yeah.
will get.
Mhm.
Wow, impressive. That should be fun. to see pan out.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations
Well,
to Washington State and Oregon, who will immediately have
State.
a legacy advantage over a wide swath of recruits.
Oregon's joining the Big Ten.
That's
And
what
I will be
Oregon
taking a
said.
trip to Oregon in 2028. Next up, Mike Matthews decided between Wazoo, Auburn, Fear the Turtle, Ole Miss, and a UCI.
I think we're going Ole Miss here.
Well,
I was really close.
really, really close.
Wazoo it is.
If close is being
Not
chalk.
there at all.
Not even.
Next up, Julian, I can't hear what you're saying. Decided between Fearing the Turtle, Auburn, Clemson, Ole Miss, and effing stuff up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Third quarterback.
Turtle.
Maryland with
Turtle,
three
turtle, and
quarterbacks.
turtle.
I don't think they all would have gone there if they knew the others were committing the same day.
This is awkward now.
Shocker. Yep.
Yes, and the last commit of the day is Jeremiah Smith, and we're going to roll this one. No auto.
Okay.
Let's have fun with it.
Anybody but Baylor.
How fun.
Dang it.
I knew it. I just knew.
Tristan,
Some way,
we've gone over
somehow.
this last week, but you need to cheer for Baylor in order for them to not get commits.
Yeah.
I don't learn.
They're fueled by
When you're
the-
negative about them, they get players.
We don't go to
Congratulations.
Texas Tech to play school. Congratulations.
Mike is not
to
happy. Can we re-roll this? Because it looks like Baylor's not actually watching.
Yeah, congratulations to my
sure we could.
esteemed colleague and heated rival, Baylor, on getting a recruit. Yay.
Let's see. So, as a quick little snapshot of something that hopefully will be in your hands at some point, but as of right now is just for us to kind of show. We are working
These
on a
are
little
tonight's
kind of.
commits.
Well, these are all commits. It's not filtered to just.
These are
one
all
right now.
commits.
These are all commits. So, hopefully we'll be getting this to y'all. But just to give a little,
There's a lot
little
of puppies on
preview.
there.
lots of puppies, lots of puppies.
So many
again.
more dogs.
Just
Oh,
go
hey,
to
look.
C3 and there's
There's an
gobble
actual
gobble
owl.
all over the place.
Let's see. Oh wow! Gobble, 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 gobble,
I bet you there's
Gobble.
probably 10 of them on there.
Gobble.
And it's the season, right?
gobble, 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 gobble.
It's not a glitch in the system. That's just all the players.
I
decide.
like how LSU's guy just
LSU just
Andrew.
got Andrew. No, just Andrew.
His last name's so long, his name is just Andrew.
This was also supposed to be updated to position, so excellent.
Yeah.
Just Andrew.
And some guy named Andrew.
And some dude.
That
Let's
is
see.
too many bears.
So many bears. Look at all them bears.
There's more bears. That bear has a nice hiney.
A house one.
C5. Just a very aggressive looking little demon there.
They're scary.
Couple of hoots.
Two very scary things.
Lots of
Sun
pigs.
and devil, and you put
Lots
them together.
lots of pigs.
Woo woo
Yeah,
woo woo. Woo woo. That's it.
What about?
Excellent.
Go Buffs.
All right.
Carl, I believe this is the week to trade in NIL, or is it next week?
I believe this is the week. So
This
if
is
you have
the
not
week.
read the bylaws, which are a
What
wonderful
are those?
30-minute read, this is the week that you can convert your NIL for hype. However, you cannot spend this NIL that you're converting this week in the hype store. I will repeat, you cannot spend the NIL you are converting in the hype store this week. You can spend it next week.
try.
You can try, and then you will lose NIL
You will
and
lose
hype
hype.
for doing so, as per the bylaws. But we will get those numbers out to you, so you know they will include top 25 for NFL for the season. So you will have extra read all about it, NIL to be able to swap into hype, as long as your NFL team was decent. So otherwise, yeah, deadline's Friday. Nathan has cleared the coach books. I'm really thinking he has.
Yeah, for sure.
But then we'll get them updated with these commits from tonight as well. So-
And my coloring top 40 will be updated because it was definitely accurate.
100% accurate. We have never made a mistake, especially not with recruiting, especially not to start the year.
Never.
Brother Bo,
Correct.
Skyuma, go
Buffs?
Leaderboards should also be updated soon. So, should be
Fun
good to go.
fact, Buffs haven't won in like 2 months.
Fun fact, when you get rid of your best offensive coordinator and put in Pat Shermer, this is what you get.